Because Castro wouldn't bow down to certain things that the government wanted, the U.S. government put sanctions, meaning penalties, where they removed certain trades. They removed certain items. I believe it was Canada who was still supplying Cuba with certain things, which include foods or technology, etc. Okay. Florida and different parts, certain states dealing with that whole connection to Cuba suffered greatly. And other parts of the U.S. suffered, but Cuba suffered the most because they couldn't get in new technologies. So much so to where a lot of the vehicles that they use today in Cuba are them old school vehicles from the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, and they just recycle parts. They recycle the glass, they recycle the paper and use it for certain things. They do a lot of recycling because of the sanctions that occurred under Fidel Castro. You must know what happens when it comes to international policy and how it affects you domestically. How things that this government does outside of the U.S. affects us within the U.S. That's my point on that. You must know exactly how this happens. And at this point, because of the situation happening with Iran, Israel, and now the U.S., because the U.S. has to get involved with the situation, how can that affect certain things that the United States receives, is my point. How can it affect? Can it? How many of you, for example, matter of fact, I'll mention it this way. They killed over 1 million chickens, I believe 2 weeks ago, because they said the bird flu is affecting these chickens. This is where I'm going into the orchestrated famine topic. Type the word famine in real quick, if you don't mind. Type the word famine in, if you don't mind. It affects the gas, it affects the oil, all of that. They killed over 1 million chickens. And this is for those of you who eat eggs or, chicken or anything like that, right? Let's just go with me here, because I know some of y'all vegan, some of you vegetarian, etc. I get that. But you have a point now where your own government is orchestrating a famine, creating a famine. What is a famine? A famine is a loss of food to where a large group of people are not able to eat. Whether they can't eat because they can't provide the food for themselves, or there is no food to purchase anywhere. Hence why in most hoods, they are referred to as food deserts, meaning they are one step away from a famine. If the grocery stores closed in most inner city neighborhoods, a lot of people are not able to just get out and go buy groceries 4 or 5 cities over, 30 minutes away, drive way over there to go get stuff. A lot of people are not able to do that. So they are orchestrating famines. Certain imports can be cut off as well. Certain foods, gas for vehicles, oil for machinery, which oil powers the vast majority of machines that you see and don't see. It's another thing that people don't understand. When you hear oil, some people don't realize almost every large machine that you see requires oil for its joints, for the gears, for everything. There's a number of layers to what I'm saying. And the last point when it comes to orchestrating the famine is because one part of their agenda is, one, for you to take the edible shots. So we know that. If you don't, you should at this point. The edible shots that they are putting thanks to these bastards here at the University of Riverside. It always got to be California doing some craziness. God damn it. University of Riverside, where they have been studying mRNA technology and placing it into lettuce. They are now petitioning. Y'all ready for this? I go over some of this in my presentation that I will be doing in person in New York on the 27th and the 28th of this month. Click the link in the bio. Get your tickets for Brooklyn, New York. I will see you in person. Do you know that they are petitioning to add potatoes, strawberries, bananas, rice to some of the foods where they would like to inject mRNA technology in them, so that when you eat it, you will be eating the shots? They're petitioning for those food items. They already got lettuce. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? So even if you're vegan, you're not escaping this one. You have one option at this point. Grow your own food, and let's not get it twisted. Those who will be growing their own food are going to also then be taxed heavily And then eventually you're going to have to fall under certain guidelines, certain terms, certain qualifications. They're going to come at people who grow their own food. You're going to be hit by this one way or another. That's my point. So you're not going to be comfortable. You're not going to be comfortable. At a certain point, you're going to have to get over this little fake feeling you have, thinking, oh, everything's going to be fine. I'll be able to do this. I'll be able to do that. No, 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 no. We are going to have to separate from the system one way or another. You will be forced to separate from the system one way or another. I'm just not waiting for the last moment for it to happen. And then I'm like, oh, damn, trying to scramble to figure out what to do. It's not what I'm going to be doing. And I encourage you not to wait. Doesn't matter how much money you make. I know there are a lot of celebrities on here watching as well. You are going to be a big target if you don't get your stuff in order. Everyone on here needs to get their stuff in order. Don't make any excuses, man. Reason I'm from the hood, I don't got that much money. I understand. Get with those who are like-minded. Get with those who are like-minded. Like the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, you must get with those who are like-minded. Pull your resources together. Put your little pennies, your little dollars together. Get things together. Get your seeds together. Get your water together. Get your things together. Last thing again, how many of you remember when I talked about something called all things bugs? This is a reminder. I know I've said this before, and if you get mad at me repeating things, I don't give a damn. Because if you haven't done it, if you haven't gotten these things situated, then you need to hear it again. How many of you have heard of all things bugs? Real quick. All things bugs. Anybody heard of that? All things bugs, which was primarily funded at the beginning by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, is a company that produces bug food products. One of their top selling products happens to be their cricket protein powder. Their Grio Pro cricket powder. Bug produced breads, bug produced pastas. They want to push the eating of bugs as the alternative food source. It's not a joke. It's not a theory. This is a fact. If you type in all things bugs, they are contracted with DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency of the United States, DARPA, that creates robotic mosquitoes, robotic dogs, robotic snakes, robotic animals. DARPA. They are contracted with them, heavily sponsored by the government. You don't know this? So again, let me let y'all know something. You could be cute. You got like got all these muscles, whatever it is that you have going on in your head. If you can't eat, if you can't provide food to your family, if we're not able to protect ourselves, if we're not able to get out if we need to, when we need to, none of that matters. Wake the hell up. That's my point. I saw certain things popping up now and I'm like, oh, this is really real. Once Israel shot, I believe it was a 0.5 ton sonic missile at Iran. Do y'all, man. Most people are not going to get it until it hits their doorstep. So let me mention this to you. If you live in the hood, I'm going to specify those of you who live in the hood, any hood, real quick. Any hood that you live in, whether it's from Philly to different parts of the hoods in Florida to out here in Watts, Compton. Do not wait and make all these excuses before you start taking care of yourself. Many of you pay for these phones. You pay your $100 for your internet. You pay all that damn money for your Jordans. You spending all that money on weed. All of that money can go towards you having your own food. Learn vertical farming. Vertical farming in your home. Vertical farming. Type in vertical farming. This is for people who think, I live in the hood, I don't have no land. You don't need land. You do need land down the line for sure. For sure, you do want that, for sure. However, you don't need it to start growing food right now in the hood, in your apartment right now. Vertical farming. Please look into it. Invest in some of the vertical farming pots. You can make some for yourself, whatever it is, but start practicing. Brothers, please start practicing farming. Farming, get into that. The real celebrities are the farmers. I'm going to say this and I'm going to keep saying this. The real celebrities are the farmers, because at the end of the day, Everybody got to eat. And if you are not able to provide food for your people, what good are you? We can have all the money in the world, and if we can't provide food for our people, then we're worthless. That's my point. Focus on food and farming, and particularly because at this point, with all the chemicals coming out from all these different foods, how they're recalling all these foods, how they're trying to put mRNA technology, which is messenger ribonucleic acid that can be programmed. I'm going to say this again, messenger ribonucleic acid that can be programmed. Messenger mRNA, messenger ribonucleic acid that can be programmed into your body. And the top scientists of the world have said that this was one of the biggest mistakes, one of the greatest, most horrific things that was ever done, was injecting mRNA technology into the people. We have no clue of how far this is about to go. I'm smiling and I'm trying to laugh because I want to make it light. I'm trying to do my best to make it light. But sincerely, this is crazy. Yes, canning. Brothers and sisters, type the word canning into the comments. This is how you preserve food. You want to learn how to preserve food. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring in some experts and I'm going to do the free virtual class dealing with disaster preparedness. I'm going to bring in some experts who deal with that. How many of you will join the free virtual class? Just it's going to be one day, maybe 2 hours long. How many of you would join that? I'm going to bring in somebody and we're going to go over disaster preparedness. We're going to go over a list of things that you need to have, how to do these things, all of that. Free virtual class. It will cost you nothing. It will be free. But I want to make sure y'all have what you need. You need to have that information. How many of you would join that? Okay, beautiful. I'm going to get that set up. My word is bond. I'm going to get that set up. Make sure you click the link in the bio to see your brother in New York. If you're in New York or anywhere near New York, the 27th and the 28th, I will be there. I want to see you in person. Let all the people know in New York. Well, not all the people, because the capacity, I think, is only 400 is the capacity. But in Brooklyn, New York, I will be there on the 27th and the 28th. You need to be there. Click the link in the bio for that. I'm going to do a quick nutritional break because another thing is I got tired of just talking. So what I take, and I think y'all take it, Intellectual Power, your brother's herbal supplement. Right there, you see that? You see that? Live and in person, baby. I'm going to take this right now with my gallon of water right here. All right, now, intellectualpower.net, we will have a very small supply in New York. Link in the bio for this, or go to intellectualpower.net. But we will have some in person in New York, a very small amount, just letting y'all know. Now, really quick, for those of you who haven't taken things serious, beautiful. For those of you who haven't, what the hell needs to happen in order for you to take things serious? Just a quick question. Because now that the world powers are at war, I just need to know, where do you think it goes from here? Where do you think it goes from here? Do you know a lot of people right now are still trying to figure out whether or not they should even care about what's serious and what's not serious? So, hey, let's just all play video games all day. You know, hey, I love video games, but let's just be clear. Let's just play video games all day. Let's just, man, hey, live free, bro. Just live free, man. Just do whatever. The hell are we talking about? What are we talking about? I'm not understanding here. Like, what are we talking about? Some of y'all have children. You know what I'm talking about. What are we doing? What are we doing here? You need them to announce, hey, it's a bomb about to drop in 30 minutes in order for us to pay attention? to wake up and really do something. Somebody mentioned to me, they said, Rizza, you can't save everybody. I'm not interested in saving everybody. I'm not interested in saving everybody. But what I will never stop doing is educating and empowering the people and encouraging them to do what they need to do to take care of themselves. I will never stop doing that. You're going to continue to hear me saying things, but you're also going to see me showing you things. By this summer, your brother, there are certain things that I'm doing that you won't know about until I drop it publicly. But a lot of what I'm doing, I'm not saying a damn thing publicly. And many of us need to get back into that habit because we get a little caught up with social media. Stop telling everybody everything that you're doing. Handle your business. Don't tell every damn body. Handle your business. Stop telling everybody. Everybody doesn't need to know. You don't need to prove anything to anybody. You don't need to. At this point, I'm interested in solutions, and what you will see is certain things that your brother comes out with that are going to blow your mind. This summer, I'm going to release something that is going to blow your mind. Many of you are going to be like, how the hell did he figure that out? I guarantee you, but you're going to love it. You're going to appreciate it. You're going to utilize it. But I have to be, because I know that this government doesn't like your brother. You have to realize that at this point, you got to handle certain things and be very quiet and get them done. Another thing that I don't like is that too many of our artists, celebrities, and people of influence are announcing their moves that they should not be announcing, and they get sabotaged or wonder why they don't work or wonder how they end up getting bought out. Because we're talking too damn much. Stop talking so damn much. Shut your mouth. It's okay. Silence is a superpower for the intelligent people today. Do you know that y'all didn't know nothing about this until I told you, but we were in the works quietly. Now this thing is helping so many people, they can't believe how good it is. And y'all like, Rizza, promo. It's not a promo. It is a promo, but it's not a promo. It's me just telling you the truth. Intellectualpower.net, by the way. Click the link in the bio. And if you haven't taken Intellectual Power, go to intellectualpower.net. Click the 3 bars at the top right. Go down to where it says write a review and do your review. Preferably put a picture in there or do a video with it. That would give you 10% off with a picture, 15% off with a video. Now, for those of you who take it, you already know. I don't have to go into all the benefits. It's phenomenal and you know it. But let's get back to the point. My point is get to work. That's the biggest thing. Get to work. I will see y'all in New York, as I said before. I have a lot of events coming up. But I'm working on some physical, tangible things that deal with helping the people far more. And I'm more so interested in that. Let me see. That's right, my brother Ray. He said the only pill box or capsule box bottle with ingredients inside that give you the links. Oh, yeah, that's true. Here's the crazy thing. You can scan this right here. On the bottle is a QR code. You can scan the code and it takes you directly to the website. Of course, you have all the ingredients here, which are 13 100% whole herbs from the island of St. Lucia. You have all of the different ways you can take it. You have the overall few benefits. It tells you there. Non-GMO, organic, chemical-free, radiation-free, vegan, you name it, including the capsules, which are vegan capsules. So again, I appreciate y'all. Click the link in the bio, New York. I will be there. And that's right. I appreciate you, my brother Ray. That is a fact. That is a fact. It is definitely of the utmost highest quality, and I appreciate that. But the last thing I'll mention to y'all again before I hop off of here is just get your stuff together. Please handle your priorities. Just handle your priorities. Just handle the priorities. Yes, you can open the capsules. For those who have a hard time taking capsules, you can open the capsules, put it in your smoothie if you want to, or some water. They're very, very, very good. Pure herbs. I'm breastfeeding and taking them with no problems. Beautiful. Yes, if you're pregnant, go to the link in the bio, go to intellectualpower.net, click the instructions page, and that will give you specific information, instructions on taking it if you're pregnant, taking it at a certain age, children who can take it, how many capsules should you take a day, etc., etc. All that is on the instructions page on the website. But again, please make sure you get your stuff together. For the brothers who lift weights, brothers who are strong, sisters who go to the gym, sisters who are strong, all of that is beautiful. But at the end of that, if we do not have our stuff together, none of it matters, is my point. None of it matters, because we will fall victim to the same crap that we have been falling victim to. We can have the biggest muscles, we can have all the money. If we are not organized, we will fail. If we are not organized, we will fail. Somebody said, should we leave America? Well, I wouldn't encourage that, but I would encourage you getting land if you can. Get together with like-minded people. Hell, you got people in the hood who come together to buy weed, come together to buy pizza, come together to do all the crazy stuff, come together to go ride on somebody, come together to buy the gun. You come on, man. Come on. If you can come together to buy weapons, you can come together to buy land. That is a fact. So I wouldn't say move out of the U.S. I would encourage you to buy land somewhere. That I would encourage you to do. Buy land in the U.S. and buy land outside of the U.S. That I would encourage, just in case you need to move. Just in case you need to move, I encourage that. Brother Rizza, do you have land in the U.S.? Since you talking so much, yes. Shut your mouth. Be the example. I'm with you all day. Yes, we must be the example. Do I have land? Yes. Am I getting more? Yes. Inside and outside of the U.S.? Yes. Are you crazy? It's up for sale. Get it. Get it. Fertile soil that can produce food? Yes. Get it. Do you have your passport? Get it. Get your passport. Serious. I don't know why y'all think your brother just talks and that this government don't like me for no reason. You think? You think? You think I don't know that they watch or monitor when I travel internationally? Of course. They watch when I travel domestically. Yes, I'm aware. But your brother ain't out here doing craziness that they can try to catch me up with. No. They gotta lie, and then that won't work. But get your stuff together. That's my point. Just get your stuff together. What the hell are we wasting time on? Like, what are we wasting time on? You think everything is gonna be the same forever? You think this dollar is gonna be the same forever? I promise you. Rizza, are you investing in collectible gold coins? Yes. I just told you something. I pray you heard what I said. I'm going to say it one more time. Rizza, are you investing in collectible gold coins? Yes. Bitcoin, not interested. But you can do it. Do you? Do you? Land, gold, food. Hear what I say. Land, gold, food. Hear what I say one more time. Land, gold, food. You think food doesn't become a currency during the time of a famine? Ask your brothers and sisters in the pen. The brothers and sisters who are in jail. Ask them, what can you, okay, let me tell you what happened when I was in jail. Rizza was in jail, yeah, another story, another time, another life, goddammit. When I was in jail, for the very short time, if you got a boiled egg and a cup of noodles, you winning. You damn near at the top. Next to that will be like, pack of cigarettes, whatever. But since we don't do that, cup of noodles and a boiled egg. Now you can get 2 jellies and a peanut butter pouch for a boiled egg. You can get, if you offer a bag of carrots and a brownie, you can get a cup of noodles, maybe 2 or 3 boiled eggs. It just depends. It depends. You know what I'm talking about. The barter system exists right now, especially in jail. The barter system exists in jail heavily. Matter anybody in here who's been in jail, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Please don't think that what happens right now in jail won't be happening out here. Food is a currency. The barter system is a currency. Just be mindful. You're going to see people offering up cars for food. You think I'm playing with you? Rizza, it ain't going to get that bad. Come on now, you've been watching too many movies. Clearly, you ain't been watching enough. To be honest with you. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad in this book right here. Boom. Follow America. We have plenty of books. Plenty of books. All right. Not nonsense and comics and all that. My comics is cool to my anime lovers, but sorry, my war chest is different. In this book here, he said, look at this, chapter 27. The troubled America, no peace. He said in this book that when the dollar goes down, the government is going to go down behind the dollar. Mention this again. He said, after the dollar goes down, the government is going to go down directly behind the dollar right after. What's happening to our money and our government? It's imploding. You think that this fiat currency is king. Why does BRICS exist? Why does Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, now Ethiopia, now the United Arab Emirates, now multiple other nations, why did they come together? Why are they establishing a new currency? Why are they backing it with gold? Why are they no longer accepting in certain nations? Why are they not accepting in certain nations the United States dollar anymore? Why don't they want the US dollar? Because it isn't backed by any gold. The US dollar primarily has been supported by its military might, not the gold. But now these nations are no longer afraid of America's military might, and therefore they are pivoting to establish their own currency backed off of gold, backed by gold. And if you have gold, you are a king. Gold is that precious metal that is the highest of conductors. And those who understand this will trade for gold over a paper fiat baseball card with slave owners on them any day. They know this. They know it. They practice it. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said it. Decades ago, he said it. Decades ago, he said it. A man with a 4th grade education said this decades ago. Nixon took the dollar off of the gold standard. You're talking about the 1970s roughly, and then long before that, after the damn Federal Reserve, 1913, 1914, the Federal Reserve Act, when they started to remove gold and they started to switch things around. You must know. You must know. You must know. If you don't get that at this point, you think that when all these Negroes is running around doing this right here with paper, you think all that is money. You ain't never seen nobody do this with a whole container full of gold coins, though. Talking about flexing. All the niggas did was have a bunch of damn paper next to their head. No. 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 I'm not interested. Matter of fact, I'm not even interested in you knowing all of what your brother's doing. In particular, I can tell you certain things to do. But because I know this is monitored and all of my designated agents who are designated to my file to watch Brother Rizza, I appreciate you for being a dedicated follower, because I'm pretty sure we've made positive impacts on many of you, including the agents who have shown up to at least 2 of my events that I remember, who walked up to me and let me know that they are, in fact, an agent. Shout out to you. But you know damn well this government is going down too, and you're not trying to fall down with them. You know that. The dollar is collapsing, so be intelligent. Gold collectible coins. I just said something to you that you need to hear and you need to employ. Gold collectible coins. Hood to Hollywood. Hear what I just said to you. Some of you are talking about crypto. If you want to do crypto, that's up to you. Do you? But anything in the digital realm, at a certain point, this enemy is going to put their hands in it. If you mention crypto or Bitcoin one more time, you must also include behind that statement, Fed now. Type in Fed now for those of you who don't know this. Right before we get off the live, I'll make sure I drop this on you real quick so that you can have this in your head thoroughly. Fed now. If you do not know what Fed now is, it is the Federal Reserve's digital ability to control currency. Because you thought Bitcoin would be completely free to do whatever they wanted to do with it. Bitcoin and all cryptocurrencies. You thought. I told people the moment the digital world had a different area of currency, that the Federal Reserve was going to find their way to put their hands in it, because they'll be damned if there is money out there that they can't tax, they can't manipulate, they can't get involved in, have their hands in, benefit from some way. That's why they took over the banking system in America in the first place. Damn it, I don't have it here. The Creature from Jekyll Island. Type this book into the chat real quick. Creature from Jekyll Island, the Federal Reserve Act. Once they came in and took over this thing, just know it was a done deal. So just be careful when talking about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin and all that. Just be careful when talking about that. Because once you start getting into that lane, you must know the other side of this thing. I had an event that this guy came to. This event was in Washington, D.C. This was about 2 years ago. During the Q&A, which, by the way, this is why you need to be at my events in person. When you see Brother Rizza Islam will be speaking somewhere, I just encourage you to be there in person. Get off the damn computer. Get off of these phones. If you are able to, I need you to show up in person. I want to see you, because there's a lot of things that I say in person that I can't say online. I need y'all to be there in person. Brooklyn, New York, April 27th, April 28th. In a week, I will be in Brooklyn, New York. Click the link in the bio. Get your tickets. Send that link to all the people you know in New York. Again, it's limited seating, but send that link to them. This brother gave me a question in Washington, D.C. at an event that I had. And he said, man, Rizza, why don't you tell more people about Bitcoin? Why don't you tell more people to buy Bitcoin and get involved in cryptocurrency? Why don't you? Yes, I'll be in Brooklyn. For those asking. This weekend, I'll be in Brooklyn. Click the link in the bio. Get your tickets. Click the link in the bio. Get your tickets to Brooklyn. This brother said, Rizza, why don't you tell more people to get crypto? Why don't you push more people to get Bitcoin? That's our freedom. I told him, and I said, brother, are you really is this where you want to go? And he said, I'm just saying, because y'all talk real good. He thought he was doing something, right? He thought he was doing something. I'm going to let y'all know something. When you speak to me in person, just know I am not going to be soft with you when I respond. Doesn't matter what you think. I'm going to speak the truth regardless to whom or what. I told the brother very respectfully, I said, brother, if you think Bitcoin and crypto is the freedom, I said, you can take advantage of it right now. Get what you can with it right now. But the moment you get it, you better grab something physically tangible with it as quickly as possible. Do not have all of your money in the digital world. People learn that time and time again. Stop running away from the physical, tangible things. Land, number one. Land, number two. Land, number freaking three. Gold after that. Then you start getting into all of the other things. But if you don't have no land, all of you Negroes pushing Bitcoin need to shut your damn mouth. If you don't own no land, you're telling everybody to buy Bitcoin. Stop talking, because you clearly missed the mark, because you want the easy game. Very easy game. I want the digital stuff. Stop being so damn lazy. Please stop. Land. The only person who will be considered a free human being is he and or she who owns land. In the law, the person who would be considered a citizen in the United States at a certain point were male, Caucasian landowners. That was the U.S. citizen. It wasn't even a woman. She wasn't considered a U.S. citizen. Black folks, you know, we were considered less than that of a dog, 3/5 of a human being. But a citizen in certain legal terminology in the United States was a Caucasian male landowner. Own some damn land. Stop talking to me about that damn Bitcoin and digital currency. If that's what you want to do, go get it. But the moment you get it and it builds up and you make your money off of it, blah, 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 take that out and grab you something physical. Stop playing. I'm not interested entirely in the digital estate. I'm interested in the real estate. That's why it's called that. So before I get off of here, again, I will be in New York. New York, Brooklyn, New York. Click the link in the bio, get the tickets for New York. Also, get your mind right, get your health right, get everything right. Intellectualpower.net, or click the link in the bio. For those of you who have been taking it, I would like for you to do a review, but only if you've been taking it for at least 2 weeks. Don't get in there and just say anything, you know, after a week or after a couple of days. No. At least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks. And make sure your diet is right, because some of you have a very poor diet. You don't exercise. You don't drink enough water. You drink alcohol. You smoking marijuana. You smoking weed, cigarettes, all that craziness. Your body is not right. And you think you're going to take this and it's going to magically clean up all the crap that's in your body and your diet and your lack of discipline. Don't put no negative review about intellectual power if your overall diet is trash. Don't do that. Clean up your diet too. Don't do that. Don't point over here when your diet is the reason why your overall health is in the trash. Don't put that over here. Don't point over here. That ain't because of this. It's because of you. And don't take one capsule and be like, oh my God, I don't feel nothing. No, because your body has so many toxins in it, it can barely feel anything. Change your diet. Eat better. Exercise. Drink more water, and then, of course, incorporate this. Now, even for people, my weed heads and my alcohol drinkers, y'all know I love y'all. We family. You know, we family. I'm going to give you a hug and all that. Just don't pass me nothing. I don't need that. You keep it to yourself, but get the love, I'm with you. Even when you take it. Try not to smoke and then take this, okay? Please just do that. Please just don't drink alcohol and then take this. Don't smoke and then just try to keep all that away from this. When you're putting good things into your body, add other good things with it. All right? When you put good things in your body, add other good things with it. Lots of water, exercise, etc. All right? Link in the bio, intellectualpower.net. Y'all know I love y'all. New York, Brooklyn, we will be there. We will be there. I want to see you in person. Somebody said, are you selling products that make you smart? Well, first off, I'm offering a solution. Brother Rizza ain't selling nothing. Offering a solution that primarily is focused on helping with the brain and spinal cord nervous system. Then, of course, immune system, lymphatic system, reproductive system. Go look at the reviews. That's another thing I want y'all to do. Go to intellectualpower.net, click order now and scroll down. You'll see the reviews. I want you to look at the reviews and see what the people are saying. Brother Rizza ain't got to say nothing else. Intellectualpower.net, click order now, scroll down and look at the reviews so that you can see what the people are saying about it. I wanted to provide a solution because I got tired of just talking. All right. So I appreciate y'all. New York, I will see you in 1 week, really less than a week, 27th and the 28th. We will be there. Click the link in the bio. Let New York know your brother will be there in person. Pull up, bring the family, bring the children. Don't be afraid. I will see you soon. Appreciate y'all. Peace.